coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back to throw, Goff. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley pushing through the contact, continuing to fight for more. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky. 73.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Well, the Los Angeles Rams not yet owners of a first-round bye. They have clinched the NFC West, first in the NFL to win their division. But last week, surprisingly, only put up 6 points in that loss in Chicago.
Not surprising overall in terms of defensive struggle, because you had the last 2 defensive players of the year in the NFL playing in that game. Aaron Donald for the Rams and Khalil Mack for the Bears, and the Bears have been strong on D all year long. What I found interesting is how the Bears scored their touchdown. Right? Trick play, backup offensive tackle, catches a touchdown pass. How often do you see that in the league?
Not very often. By the way, going to make a big difference whether the Rams play in 70-degree L.A. or 20-degree Chicago. A little bit different for the weather style.
It certainly is, which means that down the stretch, the Rams still have to play excellent football. Just because they won the division, they can't kick back. They need to lock up one of those 2 home field byes to start the playoffs.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Super 66.
Now a handoff for Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They run. It's Gurley. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Davis, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. folded like a lawn chair. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Third and 2. Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville's offense gets the ball back here in a second. And for the Jags, they're now 4-9. I mean, where do you start? A 30-9 loss against Tennessee. You thought maybe they had a little momentum the week prior with a win against Indianapolis, but they did not look good against Tennessee.
And the win against Indianapolis was the way you would expect from Jacksonville. A 6-0 win led by their defense. And then Tennessee turns around the very next week on the Thursday night and lays it on them, especially running the football with Derrick Henry. I don't know where you begin, but we thought this team would contend for a Super Bowl slot this year. Instead, we're talking about a team that may have to actually rebuild.
Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Lucy. It's all right.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hang. 72.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Throw left. 54 right here.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 33-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hank.
To throw is Bortles. That one complete to Dnell Westbrook. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
39, Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Bortles.
Yeah.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the 2nd straight year.
Michael Skimbo, 2nd straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Little Man Barone 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, little man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. Again, they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And it's fielded at the 34. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, you know, thinking back to last week around the league, it was we've had some crazy weeks this year, Charles, but this was one of the crazier, maybe the craziest week that we've had. You think about the 99-yard run that sort of kicked it all off. Of course, that wild finish in Miami. I mean, we saw a bunch of interesting things.
We certainly did. How about the 3 worst teams by record in the NFL? The Jets, the Raiders, the 49ers all won on the same weekend. We had overtime in Kansas City and in Dallas. And the 2 front runners in the NFC, New Orleans got a scare in Tampa Bay, and the Rams lost in Chicago.
Yeah, crazy, crazy weekend. It figures to be a crazy finish the rest of the way in this NFL season. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Bortles now on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Bortles under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 38 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Green 80. Green 80. 73, 73.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Throw that.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
scores, and the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Dnell Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Zerline now for the PAT. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing his Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dnell Coleman. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and long. It's gone. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jaguars getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Now Bortles, flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Bortles going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after by Lambo, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gall dumps it off to Gurley. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Goff on first down. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Gurley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL now.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
No, but his receivers don't scare me. I'm gonna press them. I'm gonna see what they can do. But I think that guy kind of made you hold the ball a lot more than downfield. Was able to get to you. I said, man, yo.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
He was on top of it. Yeah.
From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.
Right. Yo, honestly, I was surprised when you said, yo, listen. Give me a half an hour so I get comfortable with these updates. I was surprised that you were right at it, no joke. I really was. Because usually when there's an update, I mean, it's even if it's a system update, every blue moon they change your roster around a little bit. I thought, okay, well maybe he could change his roster around, but then there was since you ain't played in a while, there was a roster update you don't know nothing about. You said you felt it. Yeah. Yeah. You don't run girly enough. Cause I said that coming into the game. I said, girly, whether you get a lot of yards or not, we gonna make sure we find some plays that work well. Cause that's what I did. I said we gonna win or lose with Gurley, but Gurley gonna get more touches than anybody. And I found a play that I kind of like running. I said, okay, obviously it looked pretty good playing while I was online, but it's totally different. But because early on I was getting like maybe 5 yards, maybe 4 yards. I'm like, okay, that's good enough. As long as I'm able to get some little underneath joints to keep the sticks moving, I'm all right. But coming in the game, I said it's going to be Gurley win or Gurley die, and I cannot turn the ball over. I said that's what's always keep him in the game, and that's what at the end of the day, when I look at every time I lost to you, I think it was only one game that we played in this 11-game winning streak we had that I won a turnover takeaway ratio, and that was only by one. I said if we don't turn the ball over at all, I said we're gonna win this joint. And that first drive, because especially that offense you made, but the overall rating started going down. And you could start seeing, because listen, last season, we couldn't score on them dudes, kid. We just could not score on them. And as this season went on, as this real season went on, I see the defense on the game start to get a little weaker. A little weaker. Yeah, but you was getting more takeaways too, though. Yeah. But man. Right. That's all I'm about to say. And your quarterback. Even though he's still on the roster, you down to your third quarterback. Right. He better than all of them. Right? Yeah, he is. By far, cuz. By far. He said I'm gone. Yeah. That's how it was with Seattle, cuz. That's how it was with Seattle. Yo, not only that though, cuz it was 2 times you rolled out to your right, and that's Bortles, because he's not the most accurate quarterback. You rolled out to your right 2 times, and your offensive line held up long enough for that slot. No, it was that fire receiver I saw it late in the game too. That fire receiver on the left side, he was able to get separation by 5 yards. You rolled out to the right, and Your man running hard to the sideline. He threw it inside. 2 times. 2 times. I was like, whoa, boy, really stink. Mm-hmm. He said, oh, God. Because that's how it was with Seattle. Then when Chancellor retired, I said, no, he retired this year. No, when I ain't had no receivers and Mom started putting a spy on Russell, I said, oh, I gotta go. Because the formula has been made. The formula has been set, man. You put a spy on Russell, it's over. Who, Donald? Yo, I was watching that. I was like, Donald killing that tackle over there. He was on your back. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Sue started balling out too late. Cause yeah. Because I wrote down notes. I said, make sure I put Flowers, because Flowers got a sack too. I said, make sure I put Flowers and Diamond on opposite ends. And before the, no joke, I have a little pressure. I said, Sue, you can make this whole defense go if you get some pressure up front. He got a little pressure up front. He got a sack and a half, maybe two sacks. But the fact that he was pushing up front, eating up the guard and the center, it was one-on-one with Donald. Donald was getting yo, no joke. Cause that's how Jermaine beat. That's how Jermaine beat me one day. Yo, Jermaine to tell you, I had to crack it up because we had our speakers up, we had our microphones on. Griffin was killing me one day, right? He got the first 2 sacks, right? It was like, late second quarter, but he was like Donald was making me throw the ball even when he wasn't getting sacked. Cause no joke, I'm hiking the ball. The first thing I look at was Griffin. I said, look at it. But while because I'm running while I'm saying, look at him. He on my back, cuz. I had Jermaine cracking up. I'm like, they got to do this. Man, I had to put my tight end over there. And then, so that just threw my whole offense off. Yo, I did eat that whole first quarter, though, cuz. 15-play drive. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna throw that thing. No. And kill that whole drive. Right. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I did not want, cause man, my dude said it on the announcement playing the game. He said, it would be terrible if they get all the way downfield on a 14-play drive and have to kick a field goal. Cause that's how I was thinking too. I'm like, this is gonna be real bad. I mean, I was gonna kick it because I wasn't gonna throw that, I said it'll be even worse. It'll be even worse for me to get downfield. Right. I said it'll be even worse if I get down there and throw a pick and get nothing. But he was able to score on that. I flipped the play. Uh-huh. I hiked that thing. Man. Mm-hmm. Right. Kick a field goal. Because I'm not throwing it in there. Right. That's what you got to do in this league, man. You can't get You can't get too. First of all, you can't make too many. You can't make your read too quick sometimes because it might be wrong. And then at the same time, you want to hike that ball fast because you don't want them ones to set up. So I just said, well, I ain't throwing this ball anyway. Hike. Right. He ain't gonna throw it. Yeah. He ain't